welcome back to Tom's Life. Today's Sunday special is Thai meatballs with noodles. So the ingredients you need is beef mince, 1 onion, 1 red chilli, garlic, ginger, 4 mushrooms, 1 pepper, noodles, beef stock cubes, salt and ground black pepper. So first step, we're going to start making our beef meatballs. So first step, you want to place your beef mince in your bowl, and what you want to do is you want to start breaking it apart using your hands so it all binds together. We're going to make Thai meatballs. So we're going to add in some red chilli, a little bit of garlic and a little bit of ginger, and then these will be like Thai meatballs, and then we will add in some seasoning too. But you're just breaking up all your mince, give it a good squash together. So now you're going to prep your ginger. You're just going to take a little piece off, just like that. It's up to you how much ginger you want. And now you're just going to slice it thinly. Always remember to move your fingers out the way and just give it another chop. Go all the way through with the knife. And then you're just going to give in one final chop so it's nice and fine. Once you've got it nice and fine how you want it, you'll place it in with your beef mince. Just like that. Now you get your mince and you sprinkle all your ginger in like that. Next step, we're going to prep our garlic. So you want 2 garlic cloves. You're just going to trim the ends and peel all the skin off. Then you'll finally dice this and place this in with our ginger and mince. You now place your knife on top to press down, just like that. You want to slice it one way. You want to bring it all back together, and you just want to finally dice it into little pieces to fine as you want. Just like that. Then we're going to place it in our bowl with our ginger and mince, and then you will do your other garlic clove. So once you have took your tip off your red chilli, you're going to chop it down the middle, and you're going to de-seed the seeds because you're making it for other people. If you're just making it for yourself, you keep them in. That's optional. And then what you do, slice it into 3. Chop them into little pieces. It's up to you how fine you want to go. Just like that. Then we're going to place our red chilli flakes, what we have chopped, in our bowl with our ginger, garlic and mince. And then, like I always say, after when you have prepped your red chilli, always to give your hands a good wash, because you don't want them to go near your eyes, because they could sting. Now you want to add a little bit of seasoning to your spices and mince. Start off with a little bit of ground salt and a little bit of ground black pepper. you shake that up with all your hands, and what you're doing is you're starting to bind them all in together. Use the back of your hands and press down pretty well so that it all binds. In the mixing bowl, and everywhere gets nicely coated. Then you'll make these into meatball size, and then you'll fry them, and then you do some vegetables, your noodles for your Thai meatballs. But we're just finishing off doing our meatballs, giving them a good stir and a good pat. So with all your filling in with your mince, you want to break it off, and what you want to do is you want to pat it into a meatball shape and keep all your spices bind in well. You should be able to make 6 out of these. If you're making for more, you just make them a little bit smaller. Then you just keep giving a little pat. Then I got a little plate here. You're just going to place them on like that, and you just keep doing them. And then what you do is you're just patting all your mince together, and then you just break some off. And just keep binding it well into a meatball. And then you place it on your plate, and then you do 2 more. So next step, you're going to prep all your vegetables. You start off with your mushrooms, and you just want to slice them into pieces, just like that. I'll show you again. So you chop down the middle, and then you're just slicing them. It's up to you how fast you want to go. Just like that. Then you get the bowl, you place them in, and then you'll finish off doing your mushrooms. So next step, you're going to prep your pepper. You're first going to take your lid off, and what you want to do is you want to de-seed the pepper, get all the seeds out and a little bit of flesh. Go round the pepper. Give it a good tap on your chopping board to get any of them little bits of seeds and flesh out. And then you'll chop these into thin strips. So you just give it one final tap on your chopping board. It should look like that once you have chopped your pepper off and de-seed it. So next step, once you have prepped your pepper, you chop it down the middle, put one to one side, and you just want to slice it. Then you bring it back together, and then you just want to chop it into pieces. Always remember to move your fingers out the way, just like that. You get your mixing bowl, you place them all in like that, and then you do your other half. So next step, we're going to prep our onion. You're first going to chop your end off. I like to flatten it so it's more easy to chop. Then you chop it down the middle. Then you want to trim the other ends. You want to peel 2 layers of skin off, just like that. Then we'll finally dice it. So once you have peeled your onion, you want to chop not all the way through. Then you turn it around, and then you just want to chop it into pieces. If it hasn't gone all the way through, just use your knife. Give it a bit of force. Then you place your onions in with your peppers. And then you'll do your other half. So next step, you're going to get some hot water and put it in a measuring jug. You're going to get your beef stock cubes and you place them in. You give them a little stir till they are evaporated. Do this for a minute or two. This will give flavour and be like our broth. So next step, you're going to switch on your hob. You want to set it to high. You want to get a pan and place it on the ring. Let that heat up. Then you'll start frying your Thai meatballs so they go nice and golden and brown. Now you want to spray a few bits of fry light. Just like that. Then you get your fish slicer. Just spread all your fry light out like that. And then when it's nice and hot, we'll start frying our Thai meatballs. Now you want to place your meatballs, your Thai meatballs in. You place them all around the pan. And then you'll just keep turning them every few minutes with your fish slicer. And then when they're nice and golden, you'll take them out of the pan. So what you're doing is you're just moving them so they don't stick. Let them just get some colour on one side first. So let them all just get colour on one side, and then you'll flip them over. Do the same on the other side. And then you'll take them out, and then you'll fry your vegetables, and then you'll start laying it up in the pan. And then you'll place them back in. They finish off cooking. So what you do, you just keep flicking them over with your fish slicer. Will take about 3 to 5 minutes to cook on each side. And then you've got your plate here, you'll place them back on. But you just want to keep turning them. Give them a good flip, so they all get nicely coated and go nice and golden. And don't want to leave any little bits of the chilli, ginger and garlic fall out. That will give flavour to the pan while we fry our onions and peppers. So what you can do the same recipe, but you can get some cornmeal if you are a vegetarian, so you can have a nice Thai dish and cook for others. Just give these another few minutes, and like I said, you'll take them out of the pan. So as you see, they're nicely cooking after 5 minutes. You just give them another minute or two on each side. So it'll be about 7 minutes altogether you want to cook these. Then you'll take them out of the pan and place them on your plate. And then you'll fry all your vegetables. Fry all your vegetables. And then you'll add in your stock. And then placing your Thai meatballs back into the pan. So you've took your Thai meatballs out. You now want to fry your onion and peppers so they go nice and soft. And we've got a bit of the flavour in the pan. Don't worry, because once we've given these a little coat and fried our mushrooms, we'll place our stock in. That will get everything off the bottom of the pan and it will give flavour to the dish. So you just want to soften these for 3 to 5 minutes, like we did again with the Thai meatballs. You want to get all the way around the pan. So you now want to add in your stock. And what you want to do is you want to give that a good stir and get all the little bits off the bottom of the pan. And then in a minute you add in some noodles and your Thai meatballs back in to give flavour, so your noodles can cook. And you can just warming back up your Thai meatballs. And then it's up to you if you want to season it again. But we've already seasoned the meatballs. That's optional. So you want to just get all the way around the pan and any little bits off the bottom of the pan will give flavour to the broth and our vegetables. So you now want to first add in 2 noodles. And what you want to do is you want to try and break them down. Just be careful it doesn't splash at you. And then just when it starts to break, you just give them a little bit of a stir in the broth and your vegetables. You can always add in more noodles. See how that goes first with 2. So you've now added in your noodles and you're going to place all your meatballs, your Thai meatballs back in. Get them all in. And with your wooden spoon, you just want to give them a gentle stir in so they get nicely coated into all the broth and noodles. Then what you do is you put the lid on so your sauce thickens. You finish off cooking your noodles and you're just warming up your Thai meatballs. And like I said before, you've already seasoned the meatballs, but if you want to season them anymore, you can do that when you serve up. So what you do is you're going to put your lid back on. You're going to put your lid on, and you've already lowered it, as you can see there, and you just want them to cook for 5 to 10 minutes, and then you'll serve up. So as you can see, this is how I make my Thai meatballs with noodles. Hope you like this. Don't forget to keep hitting the like button, share and subscribe, and thank you.